The Tablighi Jamat is the tahreek or the movement of Iman, because Hazrat Ji Maulana Ilyas Saheb, he himself was not entirely happy with it being referred to as a Jama'ah. This is not something that's a sect. This is something that is born about principles of the Sharia, and it's there just to reinvigorate 6 points that we should really refer to as 6 qualities. This is not something that one man woke up in the morning and just wrote down on a piece of paper. It's, to use a biochemistry term, it's a distillation of the Quran and Sunnah. It's essentially looking at the whole of the Quran and Sunnah and thinking, you know what, this is not something that Tablighis need, this is something that every human being with Iman needs. Any work which seems to gather a bit of fame, very quickly it can become about asbab, about individuals. Tabligh is not Hazrat Maulana Umar Palanpuri, Tabligh is not Maulana Tariq Jamil Saheb. It's not about personalities, okay? It's the work of Allah and His Rasul. Ibn Mas'ud, the famous Sahabi radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he would describe a mukhlis, somebody who's sincere. He would say, Al-mukhlis li rabbihi kalmashi ala ramal, la tasma'u khatawatahu walakin tara atharahu. That the sincere person is like somebody who's walking on the beach. You can always notice the prints. In the world, in matters of dunya, from business, it's all about marketing. But in matters of deen, ikhlas is something very, very different. It's sometimes about doing the work, but trying to remain as quiet as possible. Maulana Ilyas Saheb Bani Tabligh rahmatullah alayhi, he would flick through the Quran from start to finish. He would open the tafsirs from start to finish. Hazrat Maulana Ibaidullah Saheb mentions himself that when he came to the Sahih of Imam Bukhari, that so many usul of Tabligh were built upon the chapters within Sahih Bukhari. So again, this is not something that's magically something new, something that doesn't have any foundations in the Quran and the Sunnah. Reality was Hazrat Maulana Ilyas Saheb rahmatullah alayhi, he was head to toe dawah. And the ayat I recited before you right at the beginning, Ud'u ila sabili rabbik bil hikmati wal ma'udati al hasana. The call to the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with wisdom and with wise and good counsel, okay? This is Surah Al-Nahl. In some degree, it's a responsibility not just on Basharat and Maulana Ilyas Saheb, but it's a responsibility of myself and everybody here and everybody out there. Tabligh is just not for Tablighis. Tabligh is for everyone. Hazrat Ji Maulana Ilyas Saheb's repetition of just Allah's name. Just Allah's name. Allah, Allah, Allah. And one day, it got to a point where he would say it 60,000 times. But do you not think if you ask Allah for something 60,000 times, He wouldn't help you? Sochne ki baat hai, yeah? Referring to their ta'alluq with the Quran, the family of Hazrat Maulana Ilyas Saheb rahmatullah alayhi, they would have a masjid where the family would pray at, they would read salah. And it's mentioned that the full front row of Hazrat Maulana Ilyas Saheb's family masjid and half of the second row was filled with hufaz from the same family. Such was this connection with the Quran and the Sunnah. If you start thinking that Tabligh is the only way or it's somehow better than other ways, Hazrat Shaykh Ahmadullah mentions, not just for Tabligh, but for any, if you're a mudarris or you're running a khanqa, the day you start thinking that something else is insignificant or you're more significant, from that day on that's when you'll start falling. Okay? Azim Maulana Sayyid Ahmad Khan Sahib, he goes that all the parts of deen, whether it's Tablighi people, whether it's the ulama, whether it's the khanqa people, or perhaps other areas, they're like jawarih, they're like body parts, okay? In order to walk, you need your hands, you need your feet, okay? You need your shoulders, you need your head. Everything plays a role.